Welcome back to the Castle Strahd, gentlemen. Last time on Castle Strahd, the party has finally accepted Lord Strahd von Zervek's invitation to dine with him. Accompanying the party are their friends and allies. Bassoon Thunderheart, a adventurer from the outside, a brazen half-orc who they have managed to heal a terrible cursed and dark wound. In addition to that, Irina Kolyana, the woman who is now the burgomistress of the city of Vallaki, the one safe place in all of Barovia, or so they say. Irina was bitten twice before by Strahd, and he appears to be obsessed with her in some way. Last time, the party has traveled through the Valley of Sorrows and once again checked up on the scarecrow of what they deduced was Queen Ravenovia, Strahd von Zervek's ancient mother, who was said to have fallen to her death by carriage. Our good friend Tomagen had a dream about that queen, in which she told him more about herself, more about Barovia, more about her son. What became of her and her name? As people began to take her as true queen and entity. Upon your arrival, you were greeted by a ruddy-skinned elf with a scar on his forehead. He introduced himself as Rahadin, Strahd von Zervek's butler and right-hand man, and bade you enter the castle. You know that previously Bassoon and Rahadin have faced off, and in fact it was Rahadin that gave Bassoon his terrible wound. Rahadin leads the party past the main gate. He bids you to follow him into the grand gates of the castle. You see the doors open with that. As you look around, you see that everything here speaks of terrible age and former grandeur. Although the castle still speaks of nobility, it also, the dank estate also tells you this is not the castle of a living man. You all follow Rahadin into the castle?
Most assuredly.
Most assuredly, I like that response.
As we walk, I say, at some point, maybe we have a place to freshen up from our trip.
Rahadin gives you a smile. I am afraid that my master is already expecting you. I assure you he would not mind your state in whatever way, though if you wish for me to refresh you, there is a bassoon in the entryway. Irina sighs in disgust. You see Bassoon clenching and unclenching on his weapon. Varys, are you hanging back or are you coming in with them?
I'm coming in. Sorry, I got a text message.
Gotcha.
Kind of trying to position myself between Bassoon and Rahadin at all times.
Any of you guys?
I'll continue to follow, but I'm like, I would have expected better manners than that.
There is, as you guys enter the entryway here, you do note a small basin off to the side. This small basin seems like it's filled with pure, clean water. There's a small washcloth as well. For your convenience, as you wish.
I'll walk over, grab the cloth, wet it, and wash my neck while I look at Rahadin.
Rahadin returns your gaze evenly.
Kind of admire the old architecture for a moment.
Although,
inside, you can see that the everything here speaks of ornateness that has fallen to the ravages of time. Cobwebs, dirt, dust. Everything is on here. You feel like you're in a museum, like in an you feel like almost like you're in an abandoned museum of sorts.
as Onorim is washing up, I'm kind of motioning people to kind of take turns if they would. And I'm going to kind of look for any signs of like the history of this place since I've been studying it. Is there anything I recognize from this or feels familiar?
You can see hanged upon the wall tapestries, ancient and worn. They display scenes of battle. You can see there are 4 of them, each one on each wall. And as you look, you can see. Pardon me. This one on the northwestern wall depicts a young man with short cropped black hair kneeling before a king with hair almost down to his back. The king is seemingly knighting the young man. You see the title below. It says, "The Knighting of Strahd von Zarevik by his father, Barov."
Weird question. Have any of you played Red Dead Revolver?
No, I did not.
I have. I've played all those games.
Do you remember in the gunslinging moments when things slow down and the weak points light up? That's what Fisk is doing to Rahadin right now. He's just scanning and the knee, the spleen, the neck, the eyes. He's just picking spots, not doing anything, just sitting there, but scanning.
One last detail on that, Tomajan. Next to King Barov, observing him, seems to be a pregnant woman, which you recognize, having just seen her last night. Queen Rahadin. Fisk, are you making a secret of this, or are you simply eyeing him, openly eyeing him?
Openly eyeing him no more awkwardly than I would anyone else.
Right.
To him, yeah, that would seem awkward. It would seem weird, but so would anybody else. Just
Rahadin, also, you can see Rahadin himself in the tapestry, looking the same age as does now. Catching you looking, Tomajan, he smiles at you politely and says, "These 4 tapestries depict some of the Lord Strahd's most important life events, according to he himself. He had them commissioned back when he was a young man.
point to the one I looked at first. I said, so is that before he and his father unified everything?
That was before, yes. That signified the beginning of a great era for Lazaria and the other kingdoms. Soon they were all unified together. Lord Strahd knew that the barbarian hordes would crush each kingdom were they to stand apart. However, the other kings were greedy fools, and they would not submit to peace talks or an alliance. It was unfortunate that therefore Lord Strahd was forced to bring them to heel.
Strength through unity.
Exactly.
Powerful.
Very.
Then I look at the one over here.
Over here you can see Strahd basically standing triumphant with 4 other figures. The figures' faces are not seen as their backs are to the camera. All of them are kneeling and offering up their crowns to Strahd. This one is the Lord's victory. This is where he subdued the 4 kings of the other kingdoms in what was once Lazaria. I'm quite fond of that scene. Strahd had all of their crowns melted into one and presented his father with it. He was always a dutiful son.
He gave more than just this castle. Impressive.
Oh yes. Oh yes, indeed. Over here-
What is this right here, down in the bottom right corner?
That seems to be a suit of armor, dressed in Strahd's colors, red and black. You can see the suit is rather large. The suit is rather large, and also bears on the tabard his symbol, his coat of arms, the raven rampant in front of the castle.
Varys asked, when's the last time Strahd wore that armor?
That is not the Lord's armor. The Lord's armor is a very special suit, thoroughly enchanted by both himself and myself. He only wears that one on very special occasions, except I don't believe he had an occasion to wear it for almost 44 years, I believe. There was that one order of paladin that was particularly pesky when they came here. I do believe we still have all their heads in the catacombs. An honor, you see, for a foe well fought.
Find it interesting the ongoing risk of bringing others in, but I just keep looking at the tapestry.
It is the Lord's little pastime. The third tapestry seems to depict the completion of the construction of the castle itself. It seems to depict this. It's actually rather beautiful. It seems to depict the castle in front of a starry sky with a full moon.
Are there any windows shown close to the ground?
Yeah, there's windows close to the ground.
Make a mental note of where they're at.
Well, it just shows you like one side of the castle.
Yeah. But
The completion of Castle Ravenloft. Upon reunification of the other kings, my Lord Strahd wanted to reward wanted to gift his parents with a new seat of power. It is terribly sad what happened that day.
It is a shame his mother never saw it when I moved to the next tapestry.
It is. The next tapestry shows. Strahd in full armor, sword in hand. His sword is thrust through the heart of a simply massive man, nearly a giant. As Strahd is seemingly bearing the man to the ground with his sword. Rahadin beams at that one. This is Lord Strahd throwing down the barbarian king. You see, once the barbarians arrived, their goal was simple eradication. Slaughter every man and child. And take the women for themselves. They would do so for every kingdom they would pass. They numbered in the hundreds of thousands, and had it not been for my lord's intellect, bravery, and strength, everyone would have been dead. He looks up at the tapestry with genuine admiration. And give me just a second. Let me see if I remember how to do this. I'm gonna try something here, guys. Can you guys hear this part? Can you guys hear organ music? Okay, good.
Yep.
So, as guys
Down a little bit.
coming.
We lost you pretty much. It's too loud.
Okay, I'm lowering it down. Is this better?
Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah, it literally cut your voice completely.
Okay. Well, as you guys can hear organ music coming from the south, over here, and Rahadin says, the master would like to declare that he is ready for you to enter.
I stepped very quickly and just kind of wipe off real quick.
I look at Irina.
Her eyes are large and gleaming. You can see she's excited. Like she's very, how you say? Like you can see an almost manic, like smile, like full of teeth. As she follows, eyes straight ahead.
Step by Fisk. Watch her.
So DM, as we're walking in here, Varys is going to sort of take a look at that pseudo armor. Does he notice anything other than it's just sort of just armor, or does it look like does it look like it may have moved recently, is what he's trying to figure out, or is this
Give me a
ancient?
perception check. Yes, it does seem that the dust there is a little bit less more disturbed. You can see a few footsteps coming from here and there. I'm not sure if it means that somebody's been taking this suit, or the suit's been taking itself.
Okay.
As you guys enter the room, you guys can see Strahd von Zervik sitting at an enormous piano organ, playing his heart out. The notes are strong and haunting. You can see that here the walls are dull white marble. The table is long and heavy, covered with a fine white satin cloth. There's a lot of delectable food that you guys have not seen here in Barovia. You guys can smell the chicken, the roots and herbs of every vegetable, sweet fruits that you haven't seen and ever since you've arrived, and even sometimes before, like stuff you don't recognize. You see that the utensils in front of you are fine china and metal. And there's a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid, smelling like very, very fine whiskey. Sorry, you'll continue to you. At the table is seated a young, really rather attractive young woman. She has delicate features and a sort of dreamlike expression as she looks at Strahd's moving back with an adoring look. At the wall stand 3 women. They are wearing mutual expressions. Rahadin goes and stands next to them. Fisk, do you remain standing?
After taking a look around the room, the people start getting seated. I go under the table at Onorim's feet.
Of course.
And lay down.
Of course.
I'm going to take a good look at the 3 women.
You can see that only one of them really looks Barovian. The other 2 seem to be rather exotic in nature. You recognize that they are not from Barovia, at least not initially. However, their dress and style is certainly Barovian. They do not return your gaze. They're staring straight ahead. Irina looks at them with disgust and no small amount of hatred. As soon as you are all seated, Strahd suddenly ceases his performance. A deafening silence falls over the dining hall, and he turns towards you. Strahd von Zervik, King of Barovia, gets up and smiles at you all. My friends, welcome to Castle Ravenloft. As my brother here, Rahadin, was telling you, I built this castle for the glory of my father, for the love of my mother. Here is where my heart beats. Here is where I can look out and see all of my beautiful Barovia, my beloved subjects. Every single one of you. He sit himself at the head of the table, looking directly at Irina, who gives him a sweet smile. Thank you, Lord Strahd. I am very happy to be here tonight. Of course, my dear. I'm very glad you could make it. Please, eat. I know your journey must have been long and you must be very sick of rations. Help yourselves. I employ only the finest cooks.
I thought Ismark would be joining us.
Ismark will be joining us in a moment. He's simply otherwise occupied. Don't worry. I'm sure he won't be angry if you start eating without him.
And drink the whiskey.
It flows down your gullet like molten gold. It is strong, fragrant, and spicy. You can immediately feel heat flows through you into all of your extremities. Good, isn't it? The Vistani bring it all the way from far Pushtan.
Must be nice being able to leave when you please.
For a moment, the mask falls, and you see an almost disgusting expression. Terrible envy, rage, and sadness. Lightning fast, the mask comes back up. It is a privilege I wish I could enjoy, but I am happy that at least those who have treated me well can. Although I do believe they sell a potion of some sort that allows one to travel through the mists, though I, alas, am an exception.
So he is the land works both ways.
Indeed. Indeed it does.
Interesting. I'm afraid to ask, what's on the plate? What do I see?
On the plates, so there's arrayed before you is a very tasteful meal. It seems to be a roasted herbed pheasant, a potato filled with some kind of mushroomy butter from the smell of it, as well as a tasteful salad of pickled cabbages and beets. Looks to be quite delicious in feeling from the smell of it. You see the young woman to Strahd's left begins eating with savor. You can see that she's very, very eagerly concentrating on which fork to pick up and which spoon to use.
As Fisk hears plates and silverware tinkling, you guys just see like the one reach up to the top of the table and pull the plate under.
I actually audibly laugh a little in character.
There you go.
Strahd chuckles as well and says, this is why I am so fond of you outsiders. Always some entertainment, always something new, some life brought to my land.
How often do you get to have these dinners?
As often as I wish. I am king, after all.
Oh, yes, I'm just curious how often it amuses you to enjoy them.
Well, I'm afraid that the outsiders I invite do not always respond to my invitation. some reason, they seem to think me untrustworthy. Oh, sometimes they do answer, and then they thoughts come out in the middle of the meal as if I was some manner of fool, not expecting betrayal. Ah, well. they
Someone would
soon
have to
know.
be quite foolish to do something like that.
Oh, yes. You'd be surprised how many try. But, you know, that is life.
I'm going to go ahead and start digging into the salad and go, well, I at least hope we are one of your more interesting dinners.
Of course. Of course.
If there's ham, I go for it.
Do you ask for ham?
Is it not on the table?
It's not on the
Pheasant.
table. But you do
Oh,
see like a
pheasant.
little bell like in front of you.
Mm.
Like there's a little bell in front of all of you.
That profess got taken.
I'll ring the bell and hold up my glass.
Like, ting! As you ring the bell, you start to kind of lift an eyebrow for a moment, and then you'll hear pardon me. I heard footsteps behind me, and I was like, "Oh my god!" But it's my fiance.
Just a ghost. No big deal.
You'll see a young man materializing as if out of thin air. The young man will smile pleasantly and say, "Yes." See, he's wearing what seems to be a servant's robes, but very, very fancy ones.
I wouldn't mind a refill.
Of course. Also, I'm realizing that it didn't properly transfer to the right layer. Here he is. And he'll refill your glass. In the meantime, Bassoon is touching nothing. Simply
He's
staring.
touching nothing, you said?
He's touching nothing. He's simply glaring at Rahadin, who is staring straight ahead.
I pipe up and I go, Bassoon, don't often get a chance to enjoy this sort of luxury in Barovia. I suggest you enjoy it.
Not breaking, he nods to you and then not breaking his glare at Rahadin. He takes the crystal glass of whiskey. Crashes on the floor. Strahd's smile merely widens. The young man just kind of moves over to the side of Bassoon and, materializing a broom and pan seemingly out of nowhere, begins to sweep up the remainder of the glass.
I kind of giggle and I go, I'll bet that's not the dirtiest one of these meals ever got.
Oh no, you would be. This is why I'm thankful for my magic. Getting blood out of this white satin can be quite difficult. You see, the young man steps backwards and disappears with a white puff of mist.
It's a shame we had to come right in. We did actually work on it. We found the best tailor we could.
Did you now? What was his name? Perhaps I could
Oh.
use him myself.
Her name from the Silver Cloak. If I remember her name, I say it.
I see. As you guys see, Strahd is not eating and drinking what you guys are. Like he simply has a personal bottle of what seems to be wine filled with dark-haired liquid. He'll pour himself a bit, and a bit of a metallic, coppery smell fills the room, mixed with that of honey wine. He'll simply drink from it, looking to all the world like he's enjoying himself.
So, are you still able to become intoxicated after becoming king? Or are you just always drunk on the power?
I'm afraid that along with my gift comes quite a few limitations. I enjoy the taste of wine, but the allure of intoxication is no longer there. I am seemingly immune to all poisons.
It is a poison at the end of the day.
It is indeed. No, I cannot enjoy wine, although I can savor its flavor.
That was interesting. Oh, go ahead.
Master Bassoon, please, I assure you it is not poisoned. It's not Rahadin who prepared the meal. You guys can hear Bassoon's teeth like grit against each other, and he says nothing.
The whiskey's pretty good. Pretty damn good.
I should hope so.
That reminds me, with the whole discussion of wine, the whole Wizards of Wine event.
Yes. I quite enjoyed seeing your display there. Very, very fascinating. You should be proud of yourselves. Not many can take on the Black Hand and all live to tell the tale.
My question was that your hand causing the events, or is that just simply something that was happening?
Mine. No, my dear Talmagen. No. I was simply watching. The Black Hand worship me, but I do not answer their prayers. I answer the prayers of no one.
This is a fun playground then, isn't it?
Yes.
I recall the Dursts also prayed to you, and it seems as if you rejected them.
The Dursts. I remember them.
Do you remember how long ago?
Tap his chin with one long clawed finger. The sound of the tapping almost fills the room. Rahadin, when exactly did I throw down the black marauders? 270 years ago, my king. 270 years ago, I believe. I remember because a particularly insistent bunch arrived in Barovia and tried to steal something that was particularly fun to me. Yes, the Dursts. I do not enjoy those who break their word. And he was one such a man. Gustav Durst. I also do not enjoy those who inflict terrible fates upon their children. For if a child cannot rely on his parents, or her parents as the case may be, who on then can they rely?
Indeed.
We ended up in their home not long after coming here, only to discover that Long ago, they were killing innocent people in your name, and they had locked their children in their room, where they starved and died.
Terrible, terrible fate, he says, but it seems to be genuine regret. I've also... It is your actions at the house that truly drew my eye to you.
Out of curiosity, why would you allow such a cursed place to remain? Surely it would be very simple for you to dispel something like that or remove it from the area.
The young woman at your side, Urgal, is going to, actually elbow you and look at you with disapproval. She barely reaches, to your friggin' rib cage. You're a big guy. And she'll say, "You're being very rude to King Strahd."
It's just a simple question.
You'll say, Strahd goes, "My dear Gertruda, it is fine. Mr. Urgal, please pardon Gertruda. She is new here. She's still learning the ways of nobility. And as one of my concubines to be. You see...
She's quite young, isn't she?
Our ways are different from yours. Gertruda here has just turned 17. It is quite normal here in Barovia, where life is brutal.
It's a look of straight up disgust on my face.
See, Irina's knuckles are growing white around her fork. Speaking of which, allow me to introduce my other flowers. You'll gesture. Some of them have received or elected new names upon entering my companionship. He indicates, this is Ludmila, Volenta, and Anastasia. Each woman bows in turn when her name is called. Each has been by my side for many years.
So, do they not speak any longer?
They speak when spoken to. As is the way of things and as it should be.
So am I stepping out of line each time I speak without being spoken to?
You are not a woman, are you?
Oh, now I understand. I'm learning too.
Wiping my face off as I kind of finish whatever bite I just had. I look at him, I go, what about the raven thing going on in the Locky?
Ah,
Interesting.
the ravens. Nothing. What of it? Nothing of import. The were-ravens are completely powerless. What can they do? If I had half a mind to it, I could slaughter every were-raven in Barovia in a single afternoon.
Suppose you could do that to anybody around here if you wanted to.
I just found the coincidence of Raven people and Ravenloft and Queen. The Raven Queen, as they call her. Is that it? Something like that? An odd theme to the area.
He looks annoyed when you say that name. Yes, I've heard of this Raven Queen. I'm afraid that the peasants took to believing my mother as some kind of saint, and once after her death, and then as some kind of god. Utter nonsense. Utter nonsense. My mother was a saint of a woman, but she was not a saint. Hell, the woman didn't even have any magic when she was alive.
No magic?
I do not know why you're so surprised. When I was a man, I had to study quite hard to get what magic I was able to. However,
Unlike any queen I have ever met. Interesting.
Well, some are born with it and some are not. Valenta, for example, the middle one steps forward. He's extremely talented with illusions. Valenta, my dear, could you please demonstrate for our guests? Yes, my love, the woman bows and says. You should see, she's incredibly creative. See, the woman gestures, and you guys gestures and mutters an arcane incantation. And a magnificent fiery horse erupts into being above the dinner table, neighing loudly and proudly. And before doing a running around the air of the room, before dissipating into fiery stars. Oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you.
Since you bore witness to the speech I gave when trying to get Irina into power, we used a similar tactic there.
That was quite well spoken, my dear Urgal. I was under the impression from previous adventures of your race that I've run into that your race was not gifted intellectually. I am most pleasantly surprised to see that I was wrong. You have a great way with words from someone of your kind.
This large green friend of mine will surprise you every time. Yeah.
Certainly will.
He's kind of scowling a little bit, actually looking away now.
Bassoon begins that we're supposed to do. And then we flip the table. Decide. They didn't take our weapons away.
Wait.
I want to stove in that elf's face before we leave.
Let's not get another permanent hole put in you.
This time, my eyes are on him. As meal continues, Strahd turns to Onorim and says, "You know, my dear boy, I am acquainted with your mentor."
Is that how you put it? Acquainted?
Well, I have him in my employ these days, yes.
Parts of him, probably.
Well, he is incredibly talented and spoke quite highly of you. I was quite looking to meet him.
Can I see him?
Why, of course. In fact, if you'd like, we could go on a tour of the castle. Currently, he is busy on a little project we are working on together, but I'm sure he'd be ecstatic to know that you're here.
After dinner, then.
After dinner.
Start digging into some pheasant. Not really talking.
I kind of, while I'm eating, I'm like, oh, speaking of loose ends. Werewolf do I talk to find out where some lost outsiders may have gone to?
Oh yeah.
Could you repeat last time, Jen, please? Didn't quite catch
I
that.
asked, I kind of quickly, I said, what werewolf do I have to talk to find some lost outsiders?
Lost outsiders? Why, I'm afraid you're going to have to be more specific. My mists are constantly drawing in people from the outside. And every year, more and more and more appear. Every year, Borovia gets just a little bit larger.
Oh.
So yes, you'll have to be a little bit more specific.
That answer told me what I needed to know. Thank you.
Thomason, just
go
who
back
are
to
these
eating.
people you've been looking for?
Just some outsiders from my past. One of them is a friend.
If you have names for me, I could perhaps inquire for you, Mr. Talmadgen.
That might be quite the welcome thing. Truly.
I'm sure it would be.
We've been here for some time and you haven't seemed to find a single clue about them.
I haven't found much. Kane Hargraves, a young man, and a certain, well, princess.
Princess, you say?
The princess. I am quite fond of princesses.
Surprised she's not here already.
Princess Ariok. So it's something that kind of still connects me to the world I cannot get to anymore.
I will have it looked into.
I have business I have to take care of in whatever that old city is, Barrett's or whatever. I'll take care of that first.
My lord, do you ever allow people to leave and return, besides your loving Vistani?
Of course. Should you complete a particular task for me, certainly be happy.
So it's a
back.
matter of garnered loyalty.
It is a matter of God.
And the earth is.
Let me put it like this.
You're a little low, DM. You're hard to hear.
Let me put it like this. There is very little I hate more than waste. Think about it. All of you. Your talents, passions, things you already look at how much you already accomplished in a short time here. You are destined. You are favored. Wouldn't it be a tragic, terrible shame to let all that talent go to waste? To let age take away your brilliant mind, Donovan? To let the crawling years remove your sharp eyesight Varys. To set the strength from your muscles. Urgal. Wouldn't that be such a terrible shame?
Fisk says from underneath the table.
Everything dies.
But it doesn't have to.
I
am entering my 490th year, looking the same as I did when I entered my 35th.
I set my fork down and I go 490 for you.
Yes, indeed. This is
Gonna
merely
go-
an offer. You don't have to accept it, but should you wish it, I could turn you all into my spawn.
I kind of look around at everybody as he's doing this, and I go, yes, I think we all at this table are favored. I'm just not so sure it's by you. Smile.
You'll find, my dear Ptarmigan, that being favored by me is quite the boon. But the offer stands should you change your mind.
Is there no pain associated with living as long as you have?
There is some. I do wish I'd have sired a child before fate blessed me with his body. But it is not so bad. What are children but a way to reach into the future? Another way to achieve immortality. I have already achieved it. So, though I do regret it, it is not something that weighs on me too terribly. My beautiful Irina, what of you? Should I give you that third kiss? Yes. I'm ready.
Jaw drops.
Strahd will smile. And he'll begin to get up, and then you see his expression changes into that of anger. Like his face completely turns into a mask of horrible fury. And you see him disappear in a puff of mist and appearing next to Irina, picking her up by the throat in one smooth motion. You! How dare you? Irina's like,
Jump up.
you think to deceive your king? Show your true form, you vile little rat! And you guys see as Irina's appearance begins to change and melt away.
Slowly sit back down.
Replaced. You see the auburn hair becomes lighter and golden. The features thicken out, the shoulders large, Irina grows taller. And you see, held aloft by Strahd von Zarvik, is Escher.
I fucking knew it!
And with that, guys, we're going to take a little break.
Oh, hell yeah.
Alrighty, so you guys, we're back, and you guys can see Strahd holding up Escher. by the throat. He tosses him out of the room with disgust. Escher stamps against the stone wall, and you guys can see he literally leaves an impression in it. You dare to return here after being banished. Escher, like, dripping blood, like, goes on his knees in front of Strahd. Please, my lord, all I wanted to is to get back to you. Get back to your grace, get back to your side. How can you blame me for wanting to bask in your glory? Strahd is looking down at him with a chilling expression as Escher grovels in front of him. You tried to kill Irina. I've caught your plot and banished you. You sought to play at trying to take her hand, all to keep her away from me. So you don't have one more competitor in the castle. Yes. Yes. Escher is practically groveling. He's grabbing at the hem of Strahd's cloak. Bassoon looks deeply uncomfortable. You see an unpleasant smile, cold smiles on the three women's faces. Rahadin merely observed with a cold expression. Strahd kicks Escher right in the face without warning. You guys can hear the crack of bone and the clatter of teeth as Escher squeals in pain, rolls from the force of the kick.
Spear of Beasts whizzes past Strahd towards Escher.
You're throwing the Spear of Beasts at Escher?
Yep.
Alright, give me an attack roll with advantage. Actually, technically, sorry, because he's prone, it's not advantage. But just go ahead.
Oh boy. There it is.
Thank you, my love. The Spear of Beasts flies with such speed that it simply scrapes Escher off the floor and embeds him into the wall.
Murka-san.
Looks back to you with some surprise. Fisk.
Call the spear back to me and put it on my back.
You hold out the spear to you, and it does not respond. I need you to roll me a 2d6, an additional 2d6 points of damage. Roll the spear, please.
Look across the table at the girl across from me, like, he annoyed us too.
Gertrude smiles. I've never met him before, but I think he was one of Lord Strahd's concubines before I was. I'm glad that he's not going to be here. Meanwhile,
quite
Escher's
speculating.
and you guys and Fisk, you can see as the spear is igniting with a blood-red flame, Escher scream even harder. That is quite the weapon. Strahd gestures, and suddenly Escher's screams are cut off Fisk, I think you can see him, so you can tell that he's still screaming. It's simply that you can no longer hear him.
You said the spear doesn't respond?
No, it does not.
Well,
In my head, I say, and hold my hand out and say,
Come back.
to Strahd, I say,
He has many things. We don't think he's a liar. We tried to kill Irina.
Look,
as
you
I'm holding
slowly the
my hand out with
spear
the spear.
flies back out and returns to your hand. You hear an ugly noise in your head. Fisk. It's almost a pleased sigh. I tasted his blood. It tasted sweet. Like, meanwhile, Fisk, you can see Ash just collapsed on the floor in a pathetic pile. He's just pounding his fist on the ground. Rahadin, take that one away from my presence. I don't wish to see him anymore. Rahadin goes, as you will, my lord. And white
Fisk
about
goes-
speed. Sorry, go ahead, Fisk.
This goes back under the table.
Adine bodily pulls Escher off the floor and drags him away. Strahd has his back to you and then sighs and turns around. His smile once again returned. With a puff of mist, he once again appears at the head of the table. My apologies for that, my friends. That little ugly display.
I'll say it. Well done.
The craven fool thought he could worm his way back into my embrace. But once Lord Strahd's affection is lost, he'll pick up a glass of wine. It is not to be won again.
Well, isn't this lovely?
Is. So, now that we have Dine, and I've welcomed you to my castle, there are some things I wish to ask you. Tell me, what would you say to performing a service for me in exchange for your freedoms?
Freedom to leave Barovia.
The freedom to leave Barovia.
Please, go on.
It's not catching the glass of wine I have in my hand. That's a shame. As you know, the beauteous Irina is who I'd like to spend the rest of my undead life with. A very long time indeed. I've given her 2 of the dark kisses. She is merely missing the 3rd. I was hoping that using tonight's dinner, it will lead to performing that ritual, but as you can see, that little rat had other plans. Where is Irina, anyways?
I look at him and go,
This is as good as mine.
he had us fooled. I didn't know there was anything up until right into dinner. Impressed with the craftiness and not happy with not catching on to it sooner.
I had my suspicions, but I would never lay a hand on Irina, so there was no way for me to determine.
Of course. Well.
It's quite despicable.
It is.
So what is this service?
There is a man who has recently entered Barovia. His presence here vexes me. He delves into things I do not want him delving into, trying to undo my connection with the land, as it were. Him and a woman at his side. A little wench who believes she can claim my family name for herself. I believe you are familiar with them. One Dr. Van Richten and one Lysa von Zervik.
Go on. I mean, if you don't know if we've had contact with them, it's not my issue. I smile.
Mr. Talmadgen, being coy fits young wenches, not men of the world like you and I. I was merely being facetious with the truth. I know perfectly well that they are your allies. In fact, I believe you have a sending stone, and they have the other of the pair.
Those bats are watching every move. I'm telling you guys.
The bats of Barovia are only one of its creatures that are under my control. I am literally the land. All of its creatures. Every bite of bread you eat, every sip of wine and water you take, every breath laced with mist you inhale. A little bit more of me replaces a little bit more of you. This is good wine. Possibly, were it not for your efforts, the very last that would have ever been made are the Wizards of Wine's winery. Thank you again for that. I'm quite fond of it. I always have been. My request is simple. Slay Van Richten, slay Lysa, and I will allow you to leave Barovia. You will leave it both with my blessing and with some items of power I could give you. In addition, I would also allow one other person of your choosing to leave Barovia. Like Mr. Thunderheart over here. Or maybe your vaunted mentor, Melchior. Perhaps your friend. Or another ally. It really doesn't matter to me who. What say you?
Yeah. It doesn't quite sit right with me.
I have to think hard on that one.
You don't have to answer tonight, of course. It is quite a serious question. You need to understand that Van Richten surely aims to betray you. He already betrayed one of his allies, an apprentice he brought here with him, a young woman by the name of Esmeralda. He left her behind. Surely, when you prove unequal to the task of slaying me, he will leave you behind as well. Probably raid your bodies for whatever magical items you carry as well. And Lysa, well, I believe both you and him would be surprised of the company she keeps. Let's just say it is of the more slippery variety.
What about rather than another person to take out of Barovia? Can I have your horse?
This whole time, this whole dinner, Strahd has never truly lost his composure. Even when he realized Esha was Irina, it was more anger that you saw. It seemed like he almost suspected something and had his suspicions confirmed. It is now that the Lord of Barovia seems to use muscles he's completely unaccustomed to in his face, and you see an expression of utter shock at the size of the balls on you, Varys. You straight up ask for his fucking horse. You
Darby's
wish
just laughing.
You wish to tame Bucephalus. You wish for me to give you one of my closest and most powerful allies. I quite like you, Mr. Varys. Should things not work out for you with this group, I think you could find employment under my wing. While I could not part with Bucephalus, I could summon another nightmare for you. Bucephalus is a dear friend and companion. May I ask, why is it you wish for Bucephalus herself? Surely there are other horses.
Let's just say I've had my eye on that horse, and I've admired it every time I've seen it for various reasons. But I understand if you're not willing to part with that as part of this arrangement.
My dear Varys, for me to part with Bucephalus, it would be the same as parting with my own head. I would not do so. Right, well, this has been a lovely dinner, and I am very glad that you came. Would you like a tour of the castle? I could show you a little bit here and there, or you could simply roam it freely. I really don't mind.
Maybe you could point us the way of Onorim's master.
Indeed. Let me see now. Where, oh where did I put that man? Anastasia, do you remember where I put the man with no heart? Yes, my lord. You instructed us to put him in the catacombs, where you set up the lab for him. Ah, yes, yes. Well, to the catacombs. All you need to do is simply follow the stairs down, and should you wish it, ring one of these bells. Rahadin will come and help you. As for myself, I find myself needed elsewhere at the moment. Enjoy your time in Castle Ravenloft. And with that, Strahd simply disappears.
Three ladies here and everybody else still there?
Three ladies and the young woman are still there. She gets up, gives a polite bow to you all, and say, "Thank you so much for your time here."
Have a good evening.
You as well. I will retire to my bedchambers.
I get up from my chair, head out through the double doors looking for the stairs going down.
Follow.
Okay, now let me see. So,
Follow close
With
by.
that, as everybody leaves,
Wait.
I'm
about
standing by the
Islam?
three women.
they look back at you. Now that Strahd's not in the room, you see their expressions relax somewhat, and the one you're looking at returns your gaze evenly. "What?" she says, in an annoyed tone.
Says, well, now that his current favorite plaything is left, I intend to be here for a while. So, some interesting opportunity comes up, feel free to
Well.
holler at me.
Well, do what you like. We are the Lord's favorites. He maybe likes to say that he'll replace us someday, but he's been chasing this Tatiana woman for a very long time. Things aren't going to change.
I'm well aware.
I bet Escher killed her, the other one says. And one says, yes, probably has. Escher always did have such a terrible temper and jealousy.
You know, if he did, your boy is going to be mighty angry for quite a while.
Well, as you can see, Escher wasn't always the brightest and didn't really think things through.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad he was annoying. Well, I'm going to go check this place out. Have a good evening, ladies. I gave him a curt bow and head out.
Alrighty. Now, let me just refresh myself, because this map's series are pretty freaking huge. And I want to make sure I'm not, like, teleporting you to, like, Strahd's bedchambers or anything like that.
I don't want to go there.
Nazarene is actually going to go, guys, I think I have a change of heart. I think I'm going to go home. I am way over my head here. I'm super scared. Good luck with everything, and see you back home, cousin. Be careful.
Good luck with your new side gig, hauling wagons on the weekends.
Thank you. Goodbye, everyone. And Mr. Bassoon, try to keep your temper. And Zarina hurries out through the main doors. Alrighty. Okay.
We never saw Ismar.
Oh.
Wonder if he's even here.
I literally just pop the door back open and I go, "Hey, do you know where Ismark is?"
One of them looks rather annoyed with your, easy tone, and says, I've only seen him when he first arrived. I don't know where he is now. You should ask the Lord.
Slipped my mind, and I just gotta leave.
So, do you guys all follow Onorim downstairs?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm detecting a sense of urgency from Onorim, so I'm going to go with him.
I swipe up Harvest on my way by.
And I make sure I take my bell from dinner with me, knowing that I can ask somebody.
Cool.
Okay, I'm going to move you guys to the next map. And level 20 is going to crash.
Hey.
Let me just refresh it real quick.
Castle Ravenloft map is no joke.
Yeah, I think it's because they're friggin' huge.
It's a big motherfucking map, plus all that dynamic lighting. God damn.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably why it's probably why it's not very happy.
Oh
right
yeah.
now. Okay. Alrighty, I'm going to. So, the spiral staircase has a few exits along the way. Do you guys just go straight all the way down?
Yep.
Okay. With that, I'm going to copy and paste you. Just move you guys a little bit closer to each other. I'm just going to bunch you guys up so I can actually grab you all together.
No,
Good job, Bassoon.
Cast light on the tip of my quarterstaff as we head downstairs.
Can't find Fisk's token.
He's just in the staircase.
Oh, he's there. Yeah, way
Oh,
over
there
there.
he is. Something in the GM layout was hiding him.
That's weird. I could see him.
There he is, and with that, we're going to be moving.
I was in the shadows.
One with shadows.
Sneaky boy.
His stealth is so good, it just hides him from the DM.
You don't get to know where my token is, DM.
That'd be funny. Okay, and now I'm going to move you guys to the new map. Can you guys see the new map?
Nope.
Not starting to hasn't refreshed yet. It's not kicking it.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Give it an extra minute because it is a big map. It has to process from you first.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, just hit refresh, just in case.
I'm gonna refresh it again. It's taking a long time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just so your meme, Chris. The one from Futurama.
Oh. Add more.
The best ones hit truth.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Did you guys load in for me?
Oh, there we
just now?
go. Yeah, it just popped. Okay.
So, as you guys descend the stone staircase, it eventually descends into black, still water that fills the arched hallway before you. As you look around, the water surface is like a black mirrored glass, and your reflection stands madly in the light of Onorim's staff. You can hear the occasional dink of water from the ceiling, and the sound of muttering coming from somewhere in this hall. You guys can see arched doorways some ways ahead.
I walk by Onorim, I say, "This is your mentor we're going to see?"
Well, it was my mentor.
You need us for anything, you just
You all
holler.
split unamicably, or was it by choice?
He left me behind. We'll leave it at that. Let's go.
All right.
Step into the water. How deep is it?
It's not deep at all.
Okay.
It's about ankle deep.
I'm going to head towards the sound of the muttering.
It seems to be coming from the north.
Follow Onorim.
God, nitrous. Bad liver. Brain. Bassoon draws his sword slowly.
Can I tell which direction it's coming from now?
Alrighty. As you, Onorim, you indeed find a tiny it seems to be like a cell, basically. You can see a table strewn with alchemical equipment and an old man, his beard long and scraggly. He's in fact like nude from the shoulders up, and you can see like his bones practically sticking through his skin. His eyes are bulging and maddened, and you can see he's simply scribbling away at a notebook using a bone pen. Onorim, you recognize this as your master, Melchior. Gone is the well-trimmed, goat-like beard. Gone is the intelligent expression and the quiet sense of focus and pride. He doesn't even seem to register your presence.
Melchior Ibn Faisal.
The announcement of it's tears.
Melchior Ibn Faisal.
And slows to a stop.
Melchior Ibn Faisal.
His eye twitches and you see a little bit of brackish blood coming out of the nose. You see one eye swivels towards you. And you see now, as he turns his head towards you, his robe, the hood of his robe falls away. And you can see that Melchior's head has been completely shaven. And you can see that it now sports. It literally looks like somebody took several scooped gouges out of his skull and implanted eyes in them. Why?
Melchior Ibn Faisal. Then I'll drop my hood down. and look at him. See if there's any recognition.
The eyes are looking madly each way. A little bit of drool slips past his lip. Onorim. Onorim.
Master.
You've come. You've come.
Is the door locked? The cell door?
The door is not locked, no. In fact, it seems you can simply swing it open. It's not even like, aligned with the wall. It's just been left open already. The man starts sobbing. And from his regular eye, my boy, I've done something terrible to you. I should not have had you come after me.
What is done is done, Master. I am here. I'll reach into my bag, and in the bag I'll pull out the little box with the beating heart.
His eyes are directed on it. Before he took me to his service, he allowed me to leave you something. I left you that. I was afraid of it being in his hands. And so I've orchestrated it. I've asked him to do that one small service for me. He said he'd give me wisdom and sight beyond sight. Immortality and knowledge beyond anything I could have imagined. But it's too much, Onorim. It is too much. The darkness here. I can see. Claws at the top of his head, drawing a bloody line across several eyeballs.
What did you do? What did you discover?
Doc. James. The magic here is filthy. People without souls, my honor. He's eating their souls. That is why he's bringing outsiders in. To bring fresh souls to Barovia. Many people out there are puppets. I'd say perhaps a quarter of this land's population. Soulless husks. Children without souls. And I can see it, Onorim. I can see. I can tell the blood that's been soaked into these walls. I can hear the screams.
What did he have you do?
With these eyes, I can see the ley lines of this world. The weave of souls and spells and magic. He has me. I see visions. The powers. The Ember Temple. He hopes to find the secret to his imprisonment. But it's also jumbled. I don't know. The mists. Don't go through the mists. They're a prison. As much to me as to you. If you try to leave through the mists, it will grind your soul apart. Like the rasp of a snail's tongue. He grinds the souls on him. I can hear them. The sound of a soul being torn apart, piece by piece. I can see. I have eyes. He turns his gaze to you, Onorim. I have eyes. And you can hear like the bloody squelch as he scratches them. And you can see how the eyes reform after a few moments. I can see the deaths. The deaths I've caused, the deaths you've all caused. The dregs of humanity hanging about you all. The filth encrusting that one soul. He points at Fisk.
Master, how can we defeat this Strahd? Give us an idea.
No, you cannot. Oh, his bond is far too powerful, established long ago. It like 3 great lines stretching from east, west, and south. They empower him. Power him. Beyond immortality, beyond infinity, beyond perpetuity. He is the immortal of immortals. He's a god. It's bad. I can't look.
If it was made, it can be broken. We are going to break it. I am going to use what you've taught me. It will be done.
Yes.
Get away from me, Onorim. The monster may speak like a king, but his heart is cruel. Please. I've tried to kill myself, but I cannot. But perhaps it is because of my magic. You, please. Onorim, he'll literally grab you and you can feel filthy, long fingernails clawing at your chest, like through your robe. Please, if I've ever meant anything to you, I don't want to see what I've become anymore.
Do I feel the presence of his spellbook?
No, you do not.
Master, where is your spellbook? Quickly.
Don't ask him. Don't. No. He totally took it. He took it. Or did I hide it? Melchior. I'll have Melchior make a little roll here, and it will be aided by you, Onorim. I'd like you to roll me a persuasion check. The tower. I've left it in my tower. Locked, hidden away. My strongest defenses. He'll up to you. You'll bring him close to you, Onorim, and Onorim, you can see like the eyes embedded almost willy-nilly, like with no sense of symmetry whatsoever. Some eyes even share the same gouge. You see like their pupils are ruptured. Every single one. The tower. The tower. The tower. The tower. The tower.
All right.
Ah!
I reach out.
He's clawed at his own face.
I put my hands on the side of his face, and I make him look at me. And as he's looking at me,
his snot and tears like just flowing into his filthy beard and mustache.
I look him in the eye. And I cast Firebolt between my fingers.
With that, his head is instantly burned. Like you smell the smell of cooking brain and fat. Smoke erupts from his nose and mouth. His eyes rupture, all of them, in his head, and Melchior falls backwards, dead.
I lower my hands, stand above his body for a time.
It seems much smaller than you ever remember him being.
I do not want to leave him here. So I turn and I speak to my company. How big is the opening in the bag?
I don't think it's big enough, and I'll pull it out and try and widen it as far as it'll go.
You think we might be able to slip him in the bag?
With his state of malnourishment, yeah, probably.
Alright, I'll lift him up carefully and... Fuck, that's fucked up.
Slide it around him.
I'll slide him into the bag of holding.
Just quietly, without saying a fucking word, help.
This is not the way I thought it was going to end, but I could not let him suffer.
You did the right thing.
I'll turn around quickly and I'll look at the implements and the things on the table. Take a quick look over, see if there's anything of any importance.
Yeah, now that you're like taking some time to look around, you guys can see that on the outside of the crypt, each crypt actually has a little what's the word in English? Plaque describing with a little description. This one says, "Here rests Piddlewick, full of Daphnia. The laughs he brought will echo in these halls for eternity."
I thought that rings a bell, doesn't it, Onorim?
Does my character recognize that?
I'm honestly not certain.
I don't remember.
Termagin, do I see this?
Yeah, you guys can all see this. This is a plaque on the outside of the crypt.
He goes, don't you guys remember talking to that guy at Blinsky's toy shop?
I wasn't there.
I do. I have quite a few fine toys.
Yes. Oh, we forgot about them, didn't we? And
I didn't
chuckle.
forget. I didn't forget.
I go, it would have been worth it. Yeah.
There's a time and place for everything, Thomason.
Anyway, he said something about a toy in this place. You remember that? You think this might be tied to that there, Mr. Onorim?
I haven't the foggiest. I'd have to take a look. I was not there when you went to the toy shop, but I'll take your word for it.
I kind of
That's
pull
right.
out the notes that I keep. But yeah, I pull out the notes that I keep writing down. I'm like, yes, we talked to somebody, and I don't know what I don't remember the details, but I remember it being important.
We should bring this back to him, shouldn't we?
Well, as you look around the cell, you guys can see where on Melchior basically was chained to a stone chair, and his work table, having various chemical equipment, but mostly piles of parchments, books, and his bone pen. You can see now that it has rolled out of his grip. It has stopped producing ink.
I'll pick that up.
Seems that he was forced to write everything that his crafted eyes were showing him. Onorim, did you say you were taking the pen?
Yeah, I'll pick up anything of interest.
Okay. You've seen pens like this before. Basically, this is a magical pen. It will never run out of ink.
Didn't you just say it ran out of ink, though?
No, as in because it's not
Wasn't
being
writing.
used anymore.
Okay. Sorry.
Onorim, as you look at it, you can see, like, to confirm your suspicion on him, you can see the tip is wetting itself automatically when you hold it.
And anything of interest on the papers he was writing?
Give me an investigation check. You see a passage saying, the bat. It looks at us all and laughs. It looks at the king and laughs. It looks at me and laughs. It looks at the children and laughs. It looks at the warriors and laughs. It looks at the dead and laughs. It looks at the living and laughs. It laughs. It laughs. It laughs.
No name.
Let me see. No name at the moment.
Fuck. Alright, I commit that all to memory. Anything else of interest there?
Let's see. Just looking through my notes here. So you also see add a good berry to a dash of mint, boil in milk. Protect yourself. Protect your mind. Protect yourself. Protect your mind. One good berry, one mint, boil in milk. One good berry, one mint, boil in milk. Protect yourself. Protect your mind.
I'll memorize that. Alright, if there's nothing else here, I'll turn and...
Parchment seems normal, and there's quite a lot of papers that he's already wrote, like it's all over the floor and piled up high on his desk.
Maybe we should take all of this. I mean, who knows what he saw in that condition?
Mm-hmm. I'll gather up all this parchment. That can go in the bag as well.
Right. It takes a little bit of doing. There's quite a lot.
I'll help.
But eventually, you guys do manage to add it all in.
I look up at him and I go, and I am sorry your creepy shit went sideways.
Thank you. I believe it was always meant to go sideways. He was already
Well,
dead.
finesse once in a while. Fuck, man.
At least I'm being honest.
I am done with this place. If there's anything else you need to do, let's do it. And get out.
What about
Should we look
Ismark? I mean, shouldn't we try and find out where he's at? Seems like the right thing to do.
I looked down at Onorim and I'm like, we should look around since we're here.
I just nod.
I'll ring the bell. I'm gonna do it.
All right. You ring the bell. Materializing. See Bassoon ready his sword. Materializing out of thin air. Rahadin pops up right next to Fisk. How may I assist you?
We were told Ismark was here when we arrived. Is that true?
I'm afraid Mr. Ismark is currently in a little task for Lord Strahd. He is here and...
May I speak to him?
We came here on behalf of Irina. I'm sure the Lord would want to allow it so that we can assure her of his safekeeping. He would probably be happy for that.
I suppose you may. Please, follow me.
Nod.
Give a grim grin over to Urgal. Good call.
Dean, we'll lead you over here. Through the door.
Wow.
Oh, wait. Let me get rid of that DL.
Oh, just... Knowledge of my token tonight.
He'll hold up he'll hold out a hand as Urgal as you guys approach. Now which way was it? Ah, yes. He'll then step over here. Actually, he'll murmur something and then step forward and press on the wall. You guys see as the wall slides. Okay, Urgal, stop moving. Urgal, stop moving. Urgal.
Could we hear what he said?
Sorry, about what?
When he mumbled. Could we hear what he mumbled?
Yes, give me an Arcana check, please. You do not know what he mumbled, I'm afraid.
Okay.
I see your expression.
Okay. Let me see. Urgal. Urgal, I'm sorry, but you were on this area.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Whatever you gotta do.
Yeah. So, Urgal, I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw from you, please, as the flow opens beneath you.
Oh boy. Here we go. Yeah, alright.
Urgal, you managed to grab onto the stone edge, and Rahadin merely looks behind himself and says, "Oh, my apologies. I forgot that it was there."
Pull myself up. Now, can we proceed safely?
Yes, of course. You're always safe in Castle Ravenloft.
Yeah. I laugh out loud at that.
Alrighty. Okay.
So does the like floor close?
Yeah, the floor closes up.
I'll give it like a long step between corners to avoid it.
Alrighty.
Rahadin went south, right?
Yeah, can you guys not see him?
Nah, it's dark.
Yeah, it's all.
Oh, well, there it is.
There it is. There it is.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't for a minute there.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
Now, Dean seems to lead you to a small hall filled with cells.
Whoops.
I can't see anything here.
Yeah, it's like all redded out. It's kind of weird.
Dean will sigh. The torch will flicker.
I've got light on my staff.
There it is.
You guys can see Ismark looking disheveled but whole. As he spots you guys, he immediately sits up, stands up, and like holds onto the bars and says, "Oh, thank the gods! Is Irina here? Did you bring her?"
No, she's in Valaki.
Oh, God, damn it! Well, I'm fucked.
Why?
As you can
What's
see,
going
the Lord
on?
Ismark. As you can see, the Lord Ismark is perfectly safe. He's merely doing a service for Lord Strahd. Ismark's like, "What the fuck do you mean service? Let me out of here!"
What service?
He's simply here to assure Lady Irina would want to come to the dinner. It seems, however, that our hope was in vain, thanks to that reprobate Escher.
What hope does Strahd have of Irina coming to him willingly if he takes her brother away? You think that's going to help his cause?
Lord Strahd,
What good does this do?
Lord Strahd would have freed Lord Ismark and would have extended both him and Lady Irina, an olive branch, as it were, his own personal protection over the village of Little Barovia.
I stepped over to Rahadin and I look at him and I go, "You've seen Strahd play this game how many times?
I will
Trying
not
to succeed?
have you.
I mean it not in disrespect, but you've seen it happen over and over again. Have you not?"
Yes, I have. And each time, he gets a little bit closer.
I look at him. I'm like, him alive. Let her get closer. Or let him get closer yet. Think about it.
I don't know what you mean. He is alive. He's fed well.
As long as he stays that way.
Of course. What good is he to us dead? It is unfortunate that you've seen to dispatch poor Melchior the way you did. The man was quite indispensable to Lord Strahd. I will remind you that you are guests here, and any furthermore trespasses on the Lord's hospitality will not be answered with the patience that he has shown you so far.
Just glare at him.
Evenly returns your glare.
I glare harder.
If it were up to me, you would kneel as dogs at my master's feet. But my master has seen fit to entertain you as guests. I advise you to not make me feel particularly threatened or that you might be troublesome. Otherwise, I will be forced to take up my butlery duties and clean up.
think we might be valuable to know. But that's my only my egotistical opinion. And I kind of step away from him.
You might be aware of what happened the last time I cleaned up those who have earned my lord's displeasure. I believe they still call me the Butcher in some circles.
I turn and look exactly at him directly, and I go, I know who you are.
Good.
Tough killing women and babies, isn't it? Butcher.
Your entire race.
Gives you an ugly smile. Those who have earned Lord Strahd's ire are less than filth in my eyes. I drove a dagger into my own mother's heart for daring to participate in the stoning of a woman who belonged to Lord Strahd.
Belong. You speak as if these people are property.
What else are they? What else are you?
What else?
Everyone and everything belongs to Lord Strahd.
Even you?
Especially me.
I'll be happy to be proving you wrong.
I'll be happy for you to try.
Look at his Mark, and I go, well, it's not going to be a fun stay, but you're going to live.
Look
And
what
I'm
I have to
sorry.
fucking deal with! Are you really going to leave me here? If
Yes.
they value their lives, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Talmadge. At least one of you understands decorum. I'm afraid, Master Ismark, that for the time being you are a guest in the castle.
You're nothing more than a dog, and I spit.
Urgal, could you be a dear and give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Sure. What's up?
Nice. Rahadin, so when you spit, for a moment you see Rahadin's face transforms into thunderous rage. And all of you for a moment hear this
Let's go.
cacophony of screams, women and children screaming in agony and terror. Urgal, it really, really hurts. But you, like you guys see, electricity crackles out of Urgal's black and teal eye, and the screams are silenced as Rahadin regains his composure. I would ask you not to spit here. This is the Lord's castle, after all. Even if it is the catacombs, some decorum is expected of guests. Unless you wish me to no longer think of you as a guest, I advise you avoid such actions in the future.
You could try thinking for yourself. I'd look away and turn my back to him and start to walk off.
I don't think he's capable.
Ismark, you feel something. Ismark, as you're kind of like looking at Rahadin, you feel a piece of paper being inserted into your hand.
Did you say Isma?
I said that Talmadge. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
with
Talmadge was standing next
using,
to us.
gotcha. Using my sleight of hand, I quickly stash it.
All right. Ismark like falls down onto the stone bench with a thud. Could I at least have more blankets? I'm freezing my ass off here. Certainly, I'll inform Ezekiel to bring you more blankets. Well,
Varys will walk up and he's gonna look at him and say, "Hey," and I'll hand him a bag of candy that he had
sure.
in the candy store.
Ismark looks surprised but happy. Oh, well, hey, thank you. Don't think we've met before, did we? I'm Ismark. Nice to meet you.
Enjoy it. That's the only thing you can enjoy.
Well, that's dark, but yes. Rahadin arcs an eyebrow as Ismark pops a piece of candy into his mouth and crunches it loudly, defiantly. Rahadin says, "If we are quite finished, I can lead you to the front gates, unless there was something else you wish to see in the castle."
Oh, we are just getting started, but yes, it is time for us to go.
Please follow me. Ismark says, "Let Irina know I'm here. Ask her to do something about this, please." Oh, shit. Also, Urgal, you are accidentally moving through the wall.
It's just hard to see where
I
I'm
get you.
supposed to be, and not. I don't mean to.
Yeah, you know what it is.
What you're doing.
There's a piece of dynamic lighting in the.
This is the dynamic lighting.
Yeah, I always every time I forget it's there. Yeah. So there we go. As Rahadin moves, guys.
I pretty much just meant to walk out of the immediate room and storm off and a little tantrum. It wasn't trying to go anywhere.
Rahadin will say, "Watch your steps."
Oh. And I gave Ismark a nod on the way out.
Ismark nods back and whispers, I really fucking hate it here.
I go, I can goddamn well imagine, and I am so sorry. And that's it. And I kind of leave.
Don't let Irina come here. All right? Sometimes he comes into the catacombs to wail and scream and have a tantrum. He's fucking crazy. We saw a proper lord for one moment, and then the babbling kid next. I'm scared of what he might try to do. Be careful. Oh. The dragon's skull. It's somewhere in this castle.
I nod. And without a word, step out.
Ismark, as you do so, kind of goes, "Oh, damn, I hate, damn you, Rahadin," say as loud as possible. So it echoes. You got those of you who are the head of the column kind of hear Rahadin chuckle quietly to himself. Now that you guys know that the chap is there, I'll say that walking slowly over it will allow you to overcome it.
Just follow him back then. Anything else?
I'm following it. Just had to take this.
Alrighty. Can you guys, Rahadin is waiting for you guys to leave to all follow him back out. You guys can see that each of these is bearing plaques. You guys can hear mutterings and snarls behind some of them.
I'm going to read some of the plaques as we go by.
Ooh, okay. Let me pull it up.
Detour around the end of the line. I'll just memorize whatever I see.
You hear, you see one that says, "Herein lies ones who walk the path of pain and torment. Artesia de Slop, court ceiling painter. Lady Sol de Yank, purveyor of antiques and imports. Prince Ariel du Plumet. Artank Swilovic, friend and member of the Barovian Wine Distillers Guilds. On the 6th crypt, you see Saint Andral, dead for all time. You'll see, Duchess Dofnia, Delisnia, and I believe you already saw the Piddle. There's a whole bunch. There's about 40 catacombs. So unless you're going through each and every one.
Can you see into the Saint Andral one?
What's that, sorry?
Can I see into the Saint Andral crypt?
The Saint Andral crypt is. Wait, no, that's not that one. Wait, I just saw it. Yep, it was one at the end of the hall. Over here. Alrighty, Onorim, I need you to hold on just a moment, please. Everybody stop moving, please, for just a moment.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Let's see if I can see him.
Okay, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw as you step on there, Onorim. As you hear a series of as poison darts shoot out from small holes in the wall. Okay, let me see. It's gonna be.
I'm right there. Can I grab the back of his shirt, try and pull him back?
You're not close enough when I asked everybody to stop moving, unfortunately.
Okay.
And that's gonna be God damn it. 12 points of damage and 16 points of poison damage.
I'm going to try and use Arcane Deflection, adding +4 bonus to my saving throw.
Okay, go ahead.
So that would give me 16, if it makes a difference.
16, which means like, as you hear those fick, like you, and erect a arcane shield, the poison darts deflect harmlessly off of your arcane shield, I believe.
Oh, good. I'll step back slowly.
Step back.
What happened back there?
All right.
Do be careful, you hear a Rahadin say with a bit of a laugh in his voice. Some of the tombs have been trapped.
I kind of step quickly up to Onorim and I'm like, hey, I'm the guy that trips the traps. Don't start that shit. Trust me, it goes bad quick.
It's all good. It's all good. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Agreed.
We'll leave the kip behind. Oh, I'm really silly. I apologize. It wasn't Saint Andral. It was supposed to be Saint Markovia.
Oh, okay.
Big difference.
My apologies, guys.
Oh no, right.
I'm so used to saying Saint Andral, my brain.
I'm just glad you caught it.
Yeah.
It had my interest peaked.
Well, a saint is still a saint.
Yeah.
That would have sat in the back of our head for sessions.
Rahadin laughs and says, yes, the detestable Saint Markovia. Not much left of her, except her thigh. Well, her thigh bone.
Like, this place is rough on people, isn't it? I kind of laugh at Rahadin.
The Lord Strahd appreciates strength of both of body and character.
I can see that. Kind of have to be to survive around here.
Good. I'm glad you can see.
Whew. Rough place.
The hell's
Rahadin
wrong?
will snap, and a bit of light will appear on him. Alrighty. So you guys follow. My question to you is: do you direct Rahadin to guide you all the way out, or
Good. I've
simply
been playing a game.
simply up?
I'm gonna try and snatch what view I can as I go, just to see what's on these floors. But I'm not gonna dilly-dally. I'm not gonna
I'm
wander.
kind of with Onorim. I'm just kind of following this dude, expecting to leave the castle at this point.
Yeah, it's unless there's something compelling that I see, I'm not stopping.
I mean, yeah, I do love exploring, but emotions are high right now, so I'm just kind of walking, moving.
Indeed. With that, Rahadin will lead you guys all the way back up and out towards where he first greeted the party.
Okay.
At the
All right.
front of the gate.
See, this would have been a good time for your spider, Armington.
Yeah, but he's not real quick. That's the downside.
As you guys are following him, and before you leave the castle proper, one moment. Lord Strahd would like to request the return of his private toll.
Let's see.
It's in the bag.
Oh, yeah, I think I have that. And I take off running as fast as I can towards the gate. I'm not gonna move my token. I'll let you decide how this goes, obviously.
I'll say, what I say is roll me initiative.
Okay.
Roll me some fucking initiative. Oh my.
No!
goodness.
Damn.
At two.
Every fucking time, man. Anytime something important's happening, I got the 20 earlier for the wisdom save, but here we are at the initiative.
Alrighty, so Urgal, do that. And let me see.
You have my sympathies.
Is anybody else running, by the way?
I don't. Fisk is
feel like
getting
it's-
thrown off guard, so
Yeah, he's
I'm just.
Okay.
He's gonna take
I'm
off.
kind of standing there
No.
dumbfounded, like, what?
Okay. In that case, Urgal, as you try to run past Rahadin, he's going to attempt to catch you, first of all, as a reaction. So let's see how that goes.
Hey, real quick, I'm sorry. What did he ask? What did he ask Urgal for? I'm assuming we would have all heard
The
that.
book.
The tome
that
of
book.
Strahd.
Strahd's journal. Yeah.
Journal.
That, like, really.
The tome.
Yep.
Okay.
It's gonna be in athletics. And
Oh.
what is that? It's 22. Urgal,
Yeah.
could you control
That's
a opposed?
A good athletics check. I'll give it to him. Yep. Yep.
No, Urgal, you are not. Urgal, as you like you feel they grip as fast as possible, and you get like something grabs at your foot, and you get chipped in the dirt. As Rahadin moves forward and draws a scimitar with a dark energy and puts it to your neck. I really would hate, he says with a voice indicating he would not hate it at all, to make your evening with my lord end in an ugly way. The book, please.
Say fine. I reach into the bag.
Is like just ready right there, like looking at the others, like to see you guys are okay with him charging. So
This
what
holds the book to my
This
hand
is
from the
spear out.
interdimensional bag, and I fucking hand it over.
Rahadin takes the book and puts it under his armpit, and then puts his scimitar away.
Can't blame us for trying.
Already read it anyway.
Yeah.
Shitty book.
Laugh
What?
one more time.
Rahadin appears right next to you, Onorim. What was that?
It's a terrible book. Have you read it yet?
I would never dare to.
Can you
The
read?
fact that you recall the Lord's writing, the fact that you would disparage them, you are lucky that you are under my master's protection at the moment.
Varys will walk up and say, No. We didn't know it was his book at first. We learned after the reading began. It wasn't. It was our bad. Let's get out of here, guys. Come on.
Hey, I don't run into you alone. And Rahadin will stomp back, clearly in a thunderous mood.
As he walks past Fist.
We hope it does.
Bassoon
And-
stands in his way.
Oh, fuck.
Rahadin looks up at the half and smiles. Ah, Mr. Thunderheart, I am surprised you're still alive. Did you come for another demonstration? Did you want me to finish the... Out of nowhere, Bassoon plants his fist as hard as he can in Rahadin's teeth.
Yeah!
And let me just see, because it was technically something unexpected, I'm going to give Bassoon an advantage on this. Technically, I should have rolled the attack first.
Damn it, I should have done.
25. Yeah, that'll hit. Rahadin slowly straightens himself back up and wipes the blood from his mouth. Are you done, you little barbarian? Did it feel good to hit me knowing that I will not strike you back? Because you're a guest. Did that feel good? Bassoon goes, yes, it did. Good. Enjoy that. You'll never get your things back, by the way. I've given them away as presents to those who are loyal to the king. We'll see about that. Once I get my ancestral sword back, I'm ramming it down your fucking throat. And I'm going to relish shoving it down your spine and then healing you. Next time, I won't stab you in the side. I'm going to stab you in the eye. That's going to hurt much, much worse. But for now, this is all empty bravado. Should you wish to face me, all you have to do is ask your friend for his bell. And Rahadin will walk up to the gates, turn around to the party, and give a dip bow. Good evening to you, gentlemen. The castle gates close behind him.
Look
Look up at Urgal and I go, this is a hell of a night, wasn't it?
It's one word for it. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's head to our horses.
So your horses are still there. And with that, the party leaves Castle Ravenloft. Oh no. There we go. And we're going to, let me find my Barovia map.
Way out the gate, Tarmagen goes, none of us died.
I got a little close to the wire.
How does it win?
None of us died.
Yeah.
Well,
None of us died.
Fisk walks up to him when we're outside the gate. Points to his chest.
Needs to be more careful. We won't watch another die.
I fear we may already be dead, my friend Fisk. We just don't know it yet. But if we are not, I'm going to take someone with me.
Goddamn right. We won't go alone.
and
Never alone.
Never alone. I'll put my hand on Fisk's shoulder and give it a squeeze. A little nod. Hop on my horse. Thomas Jr. Tomas Jr.
Death. The party rides off. You see Zarin's horse is gone. She's already left. Irina's horse is gone as well. As the party begins to make their way back towards Vallaki.
as we ride, I look at everybody and I'm like, to Vallaki, or straight on to the places we know we have to go to.
We gotta find out what the fuck happened to Irina.
I look at Onorim. I go, you can ask that, can't you?
Later.
I wonder if
We've gotta
she
be-
even knows what happened. If she's even there.
No matter what, we have to camp on the road tonight, and it's going to be a cold night.
I agree,
Tomorrow,
we should keep moving.
we go as far as we can, and tomorrow morning we decide. What time is it now, anyway?
Let me see. After you ride for about 4 hours, and I'll say you guys were at the castle for about 1 hour, so that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now it's about 5 p.m.
Daylight saving time. So we still, we still got some light.
You still have there's still a little bit of light, although it is getting quite dark. The mists are quite thick today. However, it seems that at the moment there's still no snow on the road as you travel through this valley of sorrows, past all the massive statues.
Let's camp on the other side of the valley.
Yes.
Push it if we have to.
Sean for a little bit and then camp. Agreed.
About 6 p.m., you guys are in view now of the gates into Castle Ravenloft's domain. Which way do you want to go? Up? Or perhaps north?
So we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, it was need some time to talk. I guess we should do that.
Say, camp just outside the gates or another night by the Scarecrow, and I guess we go by the gates.
Okay. It sounded like you guys want gates, but if you guys want me to put you by the Scarecrow, I can do that too.
I'd say other side of the gates.
Okay.
Yeah, on the other side of the gates.
Okay. You guys arrive at the other side of the gates. It's about 6:20 or so. And I assume you guys keep traveling until 7:30, let's call it, where now it is completely dark. You guys are between the hills and forest. It is starting to get cold. You're starting to really feel the cold once again. You all have your winter gear though, so for now you're fine.
I look at everybody and I go, let's make a quiet, dark camp. I'd rather us not be seen too easily.
I mean, we're gonna be seen no matter what. You literally told us that at dinner.
Onorim has the fancy magic hut for us too. So
yeah,
the horses will be seen, but our fire and we will be warm.
I just don't want to attract the attention of our furry friends.
Yeah. I think they're always watching. Doesn't really matter. Just look angry.
Alright, set up camp then.
Yep.
I'll set up a tiny hut. I'll establish that. Get a little fire inside.
As you guys are establishing camp, soon we'll approach you and say, "Hey, Urgal, how are you holding up?"
Fucking pissed off. Bassoon. How about you?
Me too. Did you hear what he said at the end there, though?
About the sword?
Not about the sword, no.
Hell.
But what?
He'll point at Fisk with a smile. The bed.
Of course I do.
Let me know when you decide to ring it. Oh.
You'll be there on that day.
Honestly, if you could just lend it to me. Let's ring it now, get it over with.
I go up to him and I go, wait a minute.
What?
When this bell rings, he will come to wherever it's rung.
You seem to imply that. I don't know if he can see through the bell, I don't know if he can hear through the bell, but I don't care.
Well, you know, I don't think he would be very pleased if he showed up and there not be a considerable challenge presented before him. Shouldn't we wait until the right time?
And I look at him and I said,
who has the bell right now? I'm sorry.
Urgal.
Me.
Okay, good.
I looked over at Urgal and I go, you do understand that also could help us by pulling him someplace where we don't want him to be.
Why would we pull him someplace we don't want him to be?
Well, there may be a time where his strength could be removed from an equation.
That's exactly what I'm after.
Okay.
Every day that he breathes is an insult to me, Damajan.
Point of clarification. Where exactly do you have the bell right now? Where is the bell being stored?
It's in my fucking right pants pocket.
I look at him, I go, put it in the bag now.
Varys is gonna look over at at him and say, and just look at him and say, don't do anything stupid, okay?
He's talking to you, Urgal. Or Bassoon.
No, I'm not talking to Urgal.
Bassoon.
I'm talking to Bassoon.
Yeah.
Oh, I had you say Adam. Sorry.
Yeah, you said Adam.
No, at him.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've learned to distinguish that sound because of my
Yeah, he looks at Bassoon and says, I would suggest that you don't do anything stupid.
He'll grin at you and say, "Me? What? You mean like charging a lord's castle by myself? Sure. I'm the calm, logical type."
You don't have your sword back yet.
I look over at Fisk, and I look back at Bassoon, and I'm like, yeah, the two of you having him occupied while the rest of us do something else would be a very interesting turn of events.
Sin will nod. Gentlemen, I think, not for now.
Fisk will go over to Bassoon.
Soon we'll look down at Fisk with a smile and say, "Really like that little spear trick you did. I hope you find your friend. I hope she's still okay."
He's not the only one. Once Rahadin dead.
I take the spear off my back.
We need to wait. We need to wait. Strike the right moment.
Fisk, I've waited for a long time.
There are those who have waited longer.
And I hold up the spear. In my head, I say,
Tell him.
I drop the spear in his hand.
Soon will grab the spear and see his eyes widen. He'll drop it. That's intense.
I call it back to me. Put it on my back.
There are those
You
who have
look at
waited
you.
longer.
You know,
A little more time. And he will die. As all things die.
as all things die. He looks at you with newfound respect, Fisk. Alrighty. He'll sigh and say, "Fine, you've convinced me. I'm not going to try to steal the bell."
Good luck with that anyway, if you tried.
Urgal.
You snore as loudly as an old shaman. I bet I could sneak that thing right off you.
We've seen you two go to town
You're so
before.
known
Urgal,
for
pipe
your
down, buddy.
finesse. Either one of us trying to steal a bell from one another would fail miserably.
Urgal, I think you might owe me a glass of whiskey from a bet I lost on you. So
Good luck fucking finding it for less than 1,000 gold pieces for a bottle.
Shit. Well, I honestly didn't think I would be walking out of there alive, so good job, everyone.
We'll be back. We will be back.
He nods. I think what I'll do for the time being is go out and try to track down. He said he gave it away as gifts to those loyal to Lord Strahd. So
I've
Look over at him and I go,
might have heard something about it. Not
yeah,
very
that's
long
something we
ago.
have to discuss as well. We might have a lead on where to find some of your gear.
like where?
I didn't tell you immediately because it came from a questionable source, but we talked to some fellas down at the Red Boar and paid them for some information.
And Rahadin, yes, but Rahadin confirmed what we were suspecting anyway. So we have to go to a really horrific nightmare to deal with something. And I do believe the people that have your equipment are on the same road.
Well, gentlemen, it sounds like we're going to be traveling together for a little bit longer.
What I'm thinking. But how we get there is yet to be decided. We can go back via Valaki, or we can just go from here.
So where is it that we're going then?
South? I'll look around, trying to remember what I was told.
I said we would ride. We would ride west from here past the windmill. We would try and find the Berez ruins.
Berez ruins. I see. Well, I've heard a little bit about Berez. It's supposedly a place of terrible things that's been left over from when Strahd first arose. If you think you're ready, then you have my sword by your side.
Until we get the better sword.
That's right.
I kind of pull out the Nothic eye and I go, unfortunately, I sealed our fate having to go there. And I go, it's to destroy this, and I put it back. I go, that was my stupidity.
Soon we'll kind of glance between you and that and you. Then he'll take out his sword and say, mind if I have a swing?
I giggle.
It's not gonna work.
You can try. You'd be amazed what I've tried. But go ahead, please.
Urgal. Punch me.
Punch you?
Punch me.
Need help getting into a rage? All right.
Just punch me already.
I'll fucking punch him.
And you see like this wow fire build up on Bassoon, and you see his sword is now enveloped in flame. He'll monkey grip it. He'll bring down his sword as hard as he can down on the Nothic eye. You guys hear a ping! I need yes. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
What the fuck is this guy doing?
I already see it. Yep.
Duck.
Can you just tell him not to do anything stupid?
I just fucking said it.
Yeah. No, he did it. He brought it down, and then what happened? As brings the sword down, the tip slides off as it hits it instead of penetrating it like he intended, and the ball shoots out towards you, Varys, clipping you right in the leg. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Still kind of looking around. Oh shit. I'm sorry.
Varys draws his bow.
Hey, I'm sorry, I said.
I just said, don't do anything stupid. That's fucking stupid. It's your last chance.
Walk over.
Me. Jeez.
Walk over and pick up the eye, put it back away. I go, yeah, exactly. But anyway, I have to destroy this thing to get the rest of myself back.
I won't pretend to understand what you mean, but if you need me, you got me.
I think we all know something of wounds that can last longer than we want them to. It's like that.
I didn't see that nasty little dagger on him, but I don't know, maybe he keeps it for special occasions.
Varys is going to look over at Onorim and say, Onorim, can you do anything to make this guy a little smarter? Anything?
Do some tutoring, but that is time that we don't have.
Fuck.
That's uncalled for, elf boy.
I just chuckle.
What if I asked to make you a little bit more, well, manly? Huh? How would you like that?
Good luck with that one.
Is he talking to Varys?
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
Oh, okay. Good.
Oh boy. And as the party prepares for the long rest, who here drank the whiskey?
This guy.
I did. I definitely
Like
did.
2 glasses, really.
All right,
Yeah,
everybody.
oh yeah, you did.
Alrighty, I'm not done with my drunkenness system and all that yet. So for now, I'll say you'll just treat your save on the nightmares for tonight as +2 higher.
All right.
So so let's go ahead and do it now. So just in case, so we'll have it for later.
Okay, who's got the doll? How are you going to do that?
I think you do.
I don't need it
I don't need it.
tonight.
Serene's gone.
Yeah.
Who do we want to
maybe
have?
Serene.
If Serene had it, I'll say that she would have handed it to you guys before
Yeah.
going away.
Onorim did. But I don't think anybody needs it right now.
As the doll comes out, I sat there, I point to Fisk, and I went, let's make sure he gets a good night's sleep. And I smile.
By the way, just a quick check that the music from my YouTube is still going. You guys
Yes.
should.
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
I hear music.
Music from somewhere.
Disco walked up. Put his hand out.
We miss sleeping with it.
Do I need a roll wisdom save or no?
Do you have Thorn's doll?
Do I what?
Do you have
No.
doll?
Yes, yes.
So it's just our regular. Am I at +2 is what I meant. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you have a +2, but still a disadvantage because of the Nothics.
Oh, and it's a wisdom.
Yeah, it's a wisdom
Wisdom
save.
saving throw.
Yes. So that's a 16 for Onorim, a 10 for Urgal, a 20 for Varys, a 9 for Tom.
Fiska's the doll.
I'm so tired.
Fiska is the doll. And
Yep.
It's actually technically an 18 because Varys did not have any food or drink in the castle.
Okay.
let me see here. Tom, right. So, actually, really quickly, are you guys going to sleep now or later?
Sleep now. I can sleep now.
Right. Do you guys put on any guards, or do you feel okay because you're at the,
Tiny hut.
tiny hut?
I'm sleeping.
I tell everybody, it's
Sort
like,
of
let's huddle up
complacent
and
and
sleep.
very aware of how
Yeah.
well watched we are right now, so I'm just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
Fisk will
Sleeping,
Sleep.
but I'm on edge. So.
Fisk will take first watch.
I already rolled mine, so I'm sleeping. So yeah.
No problem. No problemo whatsoever. me just see here now. For some reason, do you guys have a particular large amount of light? Do you guys have light? Can you guys see the new map?
Yeah, I can see it.
What?
Snowy forest.
Snowy forest. Alrighty, so you guys are within the tiny hut with your horses outside of it, as per usual. And Fisk, it sounded like you said that you are on watch.
Yeah. Doing
Can you do me a favor, Onorim, and ping Tiny Hut for me real quick?
We go.
Oh, what's going on? Oh, there we go. Tiny Hut is evocation? That should be conjuration, shouldn't it? I feel like it should be conjuration.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So, Fisk, I'd like you to give me a perception check, if you will. Everyone else is asleep, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and put the sleeping symbol on you guys. Actually, you guys are really tiny for some reason, so I'm just going to expand you. Oh, I know. Because I copied you from a different map.
Ravenloft. Yeah.
Yarp.
16.
Alrighty, 16. Beautiful. Thank you. Let's see. Fisk. About 5 hours pass. And then and you see
Pause. I've climbed maybe 25 feet up a tree, and I'm just sitting on a branch, kind of scoping from that vantage point, watching over the group.
And about 5 hours afterwards, you hear footsteps coming from the direction of the hut. Heading away from you.
Teleport to this tree.
Okay. Can you give me? Are you being quiet? I imagine.
Yeah.
Give me a stealth check. You see Bassoon looking around. He has his armor on, sword in hand, as he moves away behind this tree. And you see him holding up the little bell.
Teleport down and snatch the bell out of his hand.
As you go to snatch the bell out of his hand, the movement causes it to ring.
Oh, fuck.
You hear Fisk's. You see Bassoon looks at you without his usual smile. He says, I had to do this. This is my war, my vengeance. Stay out of it.
Your war put us in danger.
Yes, it did. You hear it in your ear, Fisk, as Rahadin materializes right next to you.
I take the spear
Sword
out.
in one hand, dagger in the other, and I'd like you to roll initiative, please.
Motherfucker.
As I take the spear out to stab up at him, I yell, "Up!"
Everybody, you hear the sound of Fisk's voice screaming, up! guys may roll initiative.
Boy, oh boy. That's a little better.
Ooh.
Oh shit!
22, 23,
I was the GM,
22.
but I was the GM because but as a but was roll a 24. Rahadin has a mechanic where if he's summoned by the bell, he automatically gets an initiative of 20, and 3 of you already rolled above that.
Oh,
guys,
shit.
I'm goddamn nuts.
We were waiting for it.
Oh yeah. Onorim and Ptarmigan, who has the higher dexterity?
I'm at, where the hell am I? 18.
Okay. Onorim, I imagine your dexterity isn't quite so high, so I'm going to put Ptarmigan above you. And let me just get the appropriate music. This sounds nice. I like this. Alrighty, Bassoon immediately enters a blood rage. As flames begin to get off him, he's going to scream in fury and joy at the coming battle and swing his sword once, miss, twice, hit. And then he's going to Fisk, you see him like exhale a gout of flame at from his mouth. And that's gonna be
I rolled a 23 in my initiative. I'm not in it.
Oh, let me put you on there, Fisk. Let me count, hold on. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 people rolled higher than Rahadin. Oh, that is so fucking funny. Alrighty. That's going to be miss as well. Fisk, go ahead.
I'm gonna swing around behind him and stab up, pull out, slash around with the spear.
Okay.
Two-handed.
Actually, there's something I need to check.
Please add advantage.
Yes, it is with advantage. That's Bloody Fisk, you can hear a chorus of horrific screams of women and children. And it feels like it's building up. A 20 is not going to hit.
No, 26 was the first
Yeah,
one.
26 will hit, but 20 won't.
Cool.
Ready.
All right.
Remember, you rolled the next of the 2d6 on the.
I was just gonna ask.
Yep. All right. Thank you very much, Fisk. Rahadin laughs. Thank you, Fisk. Ptarmigan.
Hold on. Sorry, I have a second attack.
Go ahead.
I have a second. That was the first one at advantage.
Ah, okay. That's right.
And second one.
22 is going to hit.
Right, and then 2d6.
Beautiful, beautiful. Anything else, Fisk?
Okay. Bonus action. Nope. Can't do it on a bonus action. That ends my turn.
Okay. Ptarmigan.
Ptarmigan stands or in the tent. You know if I'm standing up yet.
Okay.
I just say aloud, fight smart. We can get this one off the field. As soon as I do that, or as soon as I say that, Termagin simply vanishes. And I start making my way up.
Alrighty.
And I actually stopped there.
Okay. Onorim.
You get up and look around, make sure Varys and Urgal are waking.
No, what the fuck?
Let's go.
God damn it.
Something stupid.
I'm going to try a second level chromatic orb at him.
Go ahead. The chromatic orb flies past him.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. Rahadin is going to laugh, throwing back his head. It sounds almost maddened, the complete opposite of the so-called composed butler that you encountered nearly hours ago. I need a wisdom saving throw from Fisk.
That's not supposed to be advantage. It's an 18.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's going to be half of this, please. A psychic damage. Take 10 points of psychic damage, Fisk. Soon as well. Nope, so he takes full points. So he holds his head and screams. Okay. Rahadin is then going to take out both. He has his scimitar out and he has a dagger out, which Bassoon's to the attack first. Let me see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch the tabaxi by the toe. Fisk, the dagger comes at you, and you can tell by the shape of it and the strange black material clinging and dripping from it. This is the same thing that did Bassoon. Stab! 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 3 times. 2 quick to the sides and 1 to your shoulder, Fisk. I need 3 Constitution saving throws, please.
Nope.
3.
1, 2, 3.
I'm afraid, Fisk, that you are now the subject of the dark curse of endless cruelty. Each day, your max HP is going to decrease by 3. A daily application of Cure Wounds will make it a decrease of 1. You also take 30 points of damage.
Yep.
Laughs. Urgal.
Jump up out of bed, Say, God damn it! And start moving towards, let's see, 5 feet, 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
You can move diagonal, can't you?
What?
You can move diagonal.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
I never really knew that. I've always just done it square by square.
Diagonal's 5 feet.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Right. If you draw, see, 5 feet, 10 feet.
I suppose I should go back to where I was and max it out then and see. Just shy. Okay. So right about here then.
Urgal, now you can once again hear that chorus of horrible screams. You can't make out what they're saying, but you can tell it's all women and children.
Jesus Christ.
Anything else, Urgal?
Oh yeah, just trying to launch an elemental blast straight into his face.
Go ahead. That hits him. God damn. Y'all with the good rolls today. 18 and 2. Your lightning is nothing compared to our Lord's infinite love. And I will show it to you. Anything else, Urgal?
Let's finish this. That's it.
Just was gonna yell out to him, "Don't get close!" Holding my side where the dagger hit.
Yes, you guys see where there's like these black veins around Fisk's, 3 holes in Fisk's body, exactly like the ones in Bassoon that Bassoon had. Varys, go ahead.
So can I shoot outside of this, or do I have to be outside of the tiny hut?
You have to be outside because I think those count as walls. I don't think you can attack from the inside.
So I'm gonna
It's actually gone now because I left the area.
Okay. So in that case, I'm gonna move. Well, I'm still gonna move right here. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. And then I'm gonna launch an arrow. This motherfucker. Kind of want to shoot Bassoon.
You know what you mean.
So I get 2 of those, actually.
It's like me with no inhibition.
Okay. And then I'm gonna actually use, let me see, that's 25. I'm assuming the 25 hits, and then 9, 1d8 plus 4. Okay. And then the 11 will miss, and then I'm gonna use my action surge to take another attack. And I get 1 more.
The other 3 attacks miss, unfortunately. Varys, he swipes them away with his scimitar to the side. As soon as
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Varys, do you have more?
Yeah, and then so that was 15 feet of movement, and then I'm going to do. I'm going to move up 15 to right here, and then that will end my turn.
Okay. Bassoon is going to scream in Orcish. Tarmajan, do you speak Orcish?
I don't think so. Let me check. I might.
Fisk does.
I do too.
I know.
I know.
I
I'm
just
being
need to know if
stupid.
Tomjin specifically speaks it.
God, I'm trying to figure. No, I don't think I do. Actually, I don't think I picked up any extra languages. All right.
In that case, it seems like Bassoon simply shouts gibberish. Even to you, Urgal, and the others who speak it. And let me see. Bassoon's sword. Rahadin simply slides to the side. Completely, the greatsword completely misses him. Bassoon looks incredulously at him. Then swipes again. Once again, this time, Rahadin catches the sword and stabs Bassoon right under the chin with his dagger.
God damn.
Using the dagger as a point of manipulation, Rahadin brings Bassoon closer to him. Simply laughs in his face. Bassoon stands there for a moment, raises his sword once more, then falls to the side. Fisk. The wounds are radiating points of pain. You want to scream. You can feel that darkness from those times. But this time it's inside you, eating you. It's eating you. It's eating you. What do you do, Fisk?
My head. I yell to the spear.
Help us.
And while he's focused on Bassoon, stab at the spear again.
Alright, go ahead. He laughs as he uses his scimitar to simply deflect the Spear of Beast aside. The Spear of Beast is screaming in your head in frustration. Is this how you handle yourself, Fisk? Wake up already! Wake up!
Teleport up into the tree.
Wake up.
And I look around for anything out of place, amiss, not right.
Give me a perception check. No, everything is as real as it can be. Bassoon's dead body, the pain in your side. Nothing. As far as you can tell, nothing is amiss. This is very real.
I teleport like 45 feet up into the tree. Hang on to the spear. And that's my turn.
Okay. Almagen.
I am still invisible, but I'm not really sneaking. I'm just pulling out my rapier.
As you go to pull out your rapier, Almagen, you realize it's not there. You also look down and realize your hands are are covered in the veins in them are standing out, black against pale skin.
What? Well, no rapier. So I drop concentration on invisibility. Start casting Shadow Blade.
Blood, black and vile, erupts from your hand, making a blade of screaming skulls from black fire. Rahadin grins and nods in approval. You shall be the finest soldier Lord Strahd has ever seen. What do you do, Tarmager?
I walk. I'm just kind of looking at this blade while walking. Not in a threatening way.
Its energy pulsates in your hand. You can feel the power held within it.
I get to about there and I go, well, this is interesting. I'm just kind of looking over this blade. Glancing at him.
Hear the screams. Yeah, let them be your power.
I just go ahead and dispel it, basically, and let it go.
Okay.
And I look at him and I go, I'll decide if I want to hold on or not in my own time.
Laddie Tarmagen, anything else?
I think that's it for my turn for now. Yeah.
Laddie. Onorim. Things are looking rather good. Bassoon is down and Fisk has been hit by the cursed dagger.
Oh shit.
I try and banish him.
Okay. Go ahead and ping. Can you ping banishment for me, please?
DC 16 charisma save.
Ready?
There we go. Oh my! Oh my!
Damn.
Oh!
Plus 14.
God damn!
All right.
Onorim, you see as you cast a spell at him, he goes and begins to inhale. It seems like the energies from your spells are sucked in by him. You see him double in size. Anything else on the rim?
After seeing that and knowing what the spell does, that's not possible. What just happened? It's not possible. Onorim is thinking, it's not possible. That's not right. Something's wrong.
As you are thinking this, Onorim, Rahadin will take his dagger and plunge it into you, Tarmagen. Tarmagen, you are impaled. And you can feel this vile black substance coating the dagger, pulsating into you. You can see the veins. Now the black veins are spread all throughout your body, and you can feel your heart burst from inside. As Rahadin brings you up over his mouth and bites off your legs. You awaken, Tarmagen, covered in cold, cold sweat. You glance around you, seeing that your friends are all there, sleeping.
Oh man.
Blink the nightmare from your eyes. And you can feel in your belly, although it is fading now, the pain of that impalement felt so vividly. As you contemplate the meaning of the dream, we'll end tonight's session of Curse of Strahd here.